Alright, hello again. I just came back from locals a little earlier this time because I went to different locals this time around. I was testing a new deck and I ended up placing third overall. The pricing wasn't extravagant, but I got 2 packs of Bus Protocol. I'm going to open them first and then get into the deck profile to show you guys what I played today. Ooh, I thought I'd already gotten better at opening this. I think I've gotten everything I wanted from this set already, so I'm not certain what in here could make my day. Elven Notes. I forgot to do the trick where I shake it on the side. What I've noticed is that everyone here normally cuts the pack open instead of okay. Nothing that I was really looking for. One of mine getting an Exorcist Xyz monster to make a playset, or yeah, I think that's the only thing in here that I could probably want. Maybe something in a higher rarity. But without further ado, this is what I played. Right? So I played Dracotail Branded. So the reason I played this deck is because the Branded lore recently got some really good support. And after testing it online with a friend of mine, I played my Yummy deck and he played his Branded deck. I realized that the Branded deck had some serious potential. Now, like I previously stated in the last video, I had some bad experiences with Branded, so I was a little skeptical on making the deck. But when I started testing, I realized, well, it could really go like further. Yeah, it has a very high threshold. Skill level, you need a decent amount of skill because the deck has various combo lines and it's not very easy playing first. Yeah, I find the boards lackluster when you play first, but yeah, with more practice, I guess I would probably be able to make some better boards. Like currently it feels like this deck wants to play going second, or maybe that could just be because I don't have as much experience with it as I do other decks. But my profile is as follows. So I played one of the level 2 Frixel. This one adds from the graveyard and then returns a card to your hand. I didn't find that this effect was something that I was necessarily going for in many games, so I decided to put it at 1 for now. Testing might make me change that. 2 Molu Lu. This card is really good. Very difficult name, but very good card. I'm contemplating putting it up to 3, although I don't have an issue with it at 2. Times when I saw it, it was very useful. It came in handy. The times I didn't see it, I didn't need it. Yeah. But the quick effect to fuse is great. The negate, a lot of people, they let you go through with your set and don't realize that once the set goes through, the negate, the monster negate automatically happens. Yeah, a very good card. Free Lucius, which is the searcher. You can see the Stratos for the deck. Really good. I started with this card close to every game, all except 2 games. Yeah. and all of them let you set. Yeah, all of them let you set. I have them mixed up, but Urgula and Pan, I played each at 2. I noticed that the ratios online are normally 2 of this guy, 1 of this guy, but I think 2. Yeah, because the people I played today, I played some Exo Sisters today. Played guys who had Diddy Crow in the deck. I played guys who were also on Branded. I thought I would be the only person there with Branded Dracotail, but the whole other guys with Branded Dracotail and pure Branded, so they were banishing things. Yeah, so when one of these got banished, it felt nice to have the other copy in the deck or in hand to use to fuse, pop a back row, pop a monster, set my traps, set my fusion spells. Femina, the waifu of the deck. Yeah, I love the OCG art. This card, this card is broken. Whenever I saw it in hand, I won. Once I had, today, whenever I saw it, I won. Yeah, I could fuse, basically, I could fuse into my, into the Branded side of the deck. I could also fuse into the Dracotail side of the deck, bounce cards, put the 5 mana back in my hand. Yeah, very crazy. Very crazy. I didn't think that Dracotail was this good. And that's it for my for the Dracotail part of the deck. We move over to the Branded, right? Now I have some of the names online, so I'm going to view the computer and pronounce the name from there, because I haven't learned all the names as yet, and my Chinese reading / speaking hasn't gotten to a level where I could pronounce these characters. Although this is Japanese, but the characters are pretty similar. So this is Fallen of the White Dragon. Initially, I was running this card at 1, and I had Albaz at 2, because I was trying to go for more of a troll deck where I was playing Fusion Deployment, Super Poly. I would tutor this out and fuse off with my opponent's monster, but that was too dependent on what the opponent would have on board and what deck they were playing. So I decided to go the route where I would play 2 of this guy and 1 of this guy. This guy, when he comes out, Fallen of the White Dragon, when he comes out, he brings an Ecclesia monster with him, right? So with that Ecclesia monster, you could synchro, right? You could synchro, you could fuse. He dumps from the extra deck, right? So you could dump the new synchro, bounce a card. You could dump the fusion to set up your end phase plays, so you could set your spell card in the end phase. Yeah, this guy opens up the plays like for the deck. Yeah, he really opens it up, and I found that people would respond to him with their hand traps, and it would leave me open to just like barrel roll into the Dracotail engine. Yeah, so this card was really good today. New support, yeah, it made the deck crazy. 1 Ecclesia, that's all you need. Recur it from the graveyard by its own effect if you need to. Just 1. I think it got banished once today, with a Call by the Grave, but at that point the game was already mine. Guiding Quem, I'm a little skeptical on this one, because the way I built this deck, I don't have a heavy Dogmatica package. My extra deck isn't filled with many Dogmatica monsters, but the effect to special summon when a card leaves the extra deck, it comes in handy, because I could bring back my Albaz and then use the effect to fuse off. It's a tuner, so I could go into the new level 8. Yeah, it comes in handy, so it's needed. I played that one. Two cards easier. Quick fuse effect. Yeah, very much needed. And with the effect to add back from graveyard, you have this card. Once you see it the first time every turn, you have it coming back, because this deck basically can dump the whole extra deck, and my extra deck is like solely fusion monsters. So yeah, I get these cards like on the regular. I was playing Kit. Right? Kit is because I want to search the one branded fusion that I have easily. I mean, there are other ways to search it, but Kit also enables some other plays where I could special summon her from my hand. Search my branded fusion. I could use her on the field to go into the beast. Which one is it? I don't know. Lion. Just give me a second. This one. Rinbram. Yes, Rinbram, because it requires a beast warrior or wing beast, and I do not main deck for Alus. Yeah, so this effect is useful, right? Very useful. It enables you to find engine, right? It enables your plays. It extends, because you could special summon it if you have Albaz in your graveyard. Yeah, very good card. Yeah, it enables the plays. This card I played at 1, right? I'll be on the Shrouded Dragon, because it helps fix your hands, right? That's it basically. Whenever I have this card in my hand, it immediately goes to the bottom of the deck, immediately, because I'm trying to draw, right? I'm trying to draw off this, and every time I drew off this, the card I drew was amazing. Amazing for the play. I have drawn hands that were literal bricks unplayable, and just one draw from this and those hands were fixed. Now hand traps, right? I only played 2 Droll. Droll is a spellcaster, so I could use Branded in High Spirits on it. Also very good, because in this meta, Maxi, Fualos, Purelia, Meows, yeah, they're all free. So yeah, Droll is needed. Maxi, I do not build a deck without it. Yeah, I do not, because I can't play it now. So since I can't play it, I will. And it's more, it has more utility than Fualos, because Maxi deals with special summons, and Fualos deals with special summons from the deck or extra deck. Yeah, it's not limited like the others. Free Ash, right? To stop Maxi, of course, and unwanted ads. Yeah. Ash saved me a good couple times today, because when I would play going first, my opponents today drew things like Fualos and Maxi, and I was literally able to stop them, because if I didn't do that, they would definitely draw a good couple cards off me. And at the times when they dropped those cards, like, that was literally the only option. Yeah, so they were trying to fix their hand. So Ash, yeah, it saved the day. And I played 2 Bestials. These are my favorite. Magnamat, Jurisworm. Magnamat searches any dragon. And this deck is jam-packed with dragons. I can take a dragon from the grave or the deck. Yeah, there's a reason why it's at 1. And Jurisworm, I could add off Magnamat and then quick effect banish something else in the end phase. Or if I'm trying to remove something that's tricky on the field. There was an occasion today where I crashed this into a monster with 2/5, and then I used the effect to take out the monster on the field, another monster on the field, and my opponent was open, and from there, attack for game. Yeah, so that's it for the monsters. We move on to spells. Branded in High Spirit. Great card. Very good card. Yes. Sent from the extra deck to the grave so I could get my fusion effects. Add a card that mentions the Fallen of Albaz or the Fallen of Albaz from the deck to your hand by discarding the card. Yeah, very good card, very good card. And Recursion from the grave. Yeah, very. I don't know. This card gives the deck so much utility. This one is from the structure deck, so it was just released. The Fallen and the Virtuous. Yeah, this card is amazing. Just what the deck needed to push it over the threshold. Yeah, so it sends a monster from that mentions Fallen of Albaz from the extra deck to the graveyard to target a card on the field to destroy it. Right now, that helps set up your end phase plays where you could send one of your fusion monsters from the deck. Well, I'll get to them. You could send one, the Albion or whatever it is, and pop a card on the field. A card on the field, not a monster, not a spell or trap. A card on the field, right? Then, well, the card has to be face up, but yeah. If you have an Ecclesia monster in your field or graveyard, you can target a monster in either graveyard and special summon it to your field. Yeah, that second effect, it came in handy because basically my opponent would try to target their graveyard or my graveyard with Called by the Grave, their graveyard to do similar plays to what I do, because it's against branded decks. So it's like they would try to take back 5 mana with Aphaleon's effect or something along those lines. And with this, I could just special summon a monster and stop them from getting those plays. Yeah, there's extension plays. Yeah, man. Branded Fusion at 1 air. Yeah, there's a reason for that. This card is broken. Yeah, send from the deck to Fusion 7. Broken. I don't even need to speak on it because this card has been around for so long, so everyone knows why it is. So free Rahu 1k2. These are mandatory if you play in the Dracotail in Jade. K2 was hit in the OCGs, so it's at 1. But I don't know. I prefer Rahu. Yeah, because the K2 is dependent on your opponent having a monster on the field. I mean, it's good, but maybe because I started playing this deck after the hit, but I don't know. Maybe someone could tell me like why people's preference before was the K2, but honestly, my personal preference is Rahu because it sends from the deck. It's similar to Branded Fusion. Yeah, broken. I didn't want the video to go too long. 2 Called by because yes, stop hand traps. And my last spells, triple tactics first times 2, 1 talents. Talents is at 3 here, but I don't like talents in huge numbers. The most I play talents at is 2. Right? First, the most I play that is 2. Maximum 3. I do not go to 1 for first. But talents, my maximum number of talents has always been 2. Yeah, like God is good, but I mean it's dependent on your opponent doing something, so you don't want to play too many cards that do that. Right? First can get any of these trap cards, which are the only traps I play. Can also get your spell cards to your hand if your opponent has a monster. Yeah, but that's to be a normal spell or normal trap. So I play one of this guy, one of this guy, one of this guy. So this is flame, this is horn, and this is let me check it out. The name was right on the tip. Sting. Yeah, Sting, very good. Disrupted a lot of plays today. The Exorcist game that I played, yeah, this card came in handy because I banished one of the names, so when he added off his packs, he couldn't special summon the monster anymore. Yeah, so he had to scoop because he couldn't, like, basically I was keeping his field clear of like 2 level 4s, so he couldn't go into a rank 4. Yeah, very good cards, very good cards. This one is easily played around though, but I think because it's easily played around, it's a good thing. I find myself setting it and flame often. Depending on what I play, I will do Sting and flame. But most times, like if I'm just blind setting, I set these two. Because when my opponent plays around this turn 2, they start summoning essential monsters in defense position. So it kind of leaves me leeway so that if for example they're able to pass my board, maybe a key monster would be in defense position, so they wouldn't have enough damage to take the game. And this deck recovers well, right? It recovers well. Your board will be clear this second, and by next turn you will have enough monsters on the field for game. Yeah, so if you could extend your game, right, or force your opponent to play defensively for a little while, I suggest you do it. Yeah, because they try to outsmart you by playing around this card, but I want you to do it, right? I want you to do it. Extra deck, I played one of the new guy, 2 Gulamel. The new guy is fine, but I mean, he has the effect to come back like the others, so he could special summon himself if 2 monsters leave go to the graveyard at the same time. 2 or more, sorry. But if his effect was like quick effect, it's an ignition effect. If it was a quick effect, I think he would be better. But he's fine. He's fine. Yeah, he gets it done. Yeah, he's fine. 2 Albion. Yeah, do the branded things. 1 break grand, the glory dragon. Yeah, because I play kit, I play this card. Very good. Cannot be destroyed by battle, right? Very good, right? And you could special summon a tri-brigade monster or a Fallen of Alabas. So I get very much utility from this card. Yeah, and people never expect to see it because it's not often played. Grand Grignol, Lumelion, Rinbram. This new card, the Dragon that Devours the Dogma. It's very good. Yeah, it's very good. While you have an Ecclesia monster in your field or in the graveyard, it gains 500 attack. It's unaffected by other card effects, right? That's broken. You can only use each of these effects once per turn. If it is special summon, shuffle 2 cards from any graveyard or banishment into the deck. Any 2 cards, right? During the end phase, if it is in the graveyard, because it was sent there this turn, you can add a Dogmatica or Tri-Brigade card from your deck to your hand. So normally when I do this, I either add the Guiding Quem or Kit for follow-up the next turn, right? But the shuffle effect, broken. Yeah, because I remove utility pieces from my opponent's graveyard. And I did a play where my opponent had a light monster, a dark monster, right? So I brought my albas of Ecclesia in my opponent's turn 2, because I left Ecclesia on the field turn 1. And all I did was I just tributed off Ecclesia, and my opponent, when I brought albas, my opponent thought I was going for a summon with 2 of the monsters, and I cleared the board and I left them with nothing, bringing this card. Yeah, because it requires a light or dark monster plus 1 effect monster. So yeah, very fun. 2 Aphalion, bounce cards, comes back. Yeah, of course, right? You need Mirror Jade. Yeah, that non-target banish, broken. If your opponent takes care of it, it returns the favor by clearing their field. And one of the new Synchro, which is great removal, right? You can get it in the graveyard easy, and then you return it to your extra deck with a fusion monster, level 8 fusion monster, and you can bounce a card on the field. Yeah, very useful. It's the only reason why I put it. You can also bring it out because it has the ability to tag out and bring an albaz. Yeah, so very good. Side deck we just ran through. This is why I put the Fualos and only 2, because I don't think this deck needs more than 2 of that. Yeah, I think like it's very consistent, and just with Maxi, yeah, you do so much, or draw 2 of talents. Yeah, very good. Plus first can get you into any of your fusion spells, and yeah, you don't really need to see this. Yeah, you can, because the deck is built to go first, so I don't really want to see this in my opening like when I'm playing. Yeah, and if I go second by chance, I have cards in my deck to enable me to play second. Freelance here, Malice, strictly Malice. Tunib. Always have these Harpies, 2 Lightning Storms. I played Lightning Storm today, and my opponent's eyes went blank for a second because he wasn't expecting to see a Lightning Storm being played. So I cleared his back row because he played Kashtira. What's the name of that deck with the level 7s? Regenesis, Kashtira Regenesis. Yeah, so he set some floodgates. Boom, Lightning Storm. Free Crown, because I couldn't get a space for it in my main deck, but yeah, it was good. When I saw it today, it was good. I drew it once. I played it once today, like after I sided it in, and it was good. The barrier. Yeah, the only game I lost, because I only got 1 loss throughout the tournament, was because my opponent had red reboot, and he red rebooted me when I activated this card. But if he did not draw that card, I would have won, and I would have gone undefeated. Yeah, because that was game 3. Yeah, it was a good day. It was a good day. Very fun, very competitive. I got to test the new deck, so I kind of know what I need to adjust. I'm contemplating playing this at the upcoming YCS. It's either this or my main deck, which is the Yummy deck. Yeah, so based on how I feel, after I do more testing, I'll decide if it's this or if it's Yummy, because Yummy is still pretty good. Yeah, this is my ticket. Yeah, so they give you a cute little envelope inside the 7-Eleven where I purchased it. And yeah, so this is the first YCS that I'll be going to. So hopefully I will be able to perform, right? Hopefully I'll be able to perform when I get there. Yeah, so that's it for the video. It went way longer than I thought it would have, but yeah, hopefully next time I'll have some better news to post. Yeah, I'll go with 0 losses. All right.